walk that I'm blessed. See the love of God in my flex, I'm so blessed. 20K just on my chain, say less. I text every day to get dressed, so blessed. Been through the storm and the rain, still blessed. Had a couple heartaches and pain, still blessed. Handle the pressure from fame, still blessed. Just God called my name, so blessed.
Yes, sir, I'm blessed, don't play boy, cause I got it mad. Tailor made just for this fit, I'm gon' cut the slack. I'm the man, good hearted shorty with me acting bad. Shout out to mans that done tightened up since they became a dad. Shout out to me, being
Welcome back to another episode of the Cobain Report. I am Rock Cobain, and this is
Tramell.
And you know the vibes. Caesar is not with us today, but this is episode 19, and I have a very special guest. My family here today, y'all. I ain't even about to try to hide it all that. We have a wonderful entrepreneur. She owns a let's see here, a lash service, a makeup service. There is ways to say all of this better. She's gonna say it. She's an esthetician. She's also like a co-owner and a what is it, a car fleet service. Mm-hmm. So she has a lot of different businesses. She's an entrepreneur, but most of all, this is my cousin, y'all. Halayeah Fryer is in the building. Y'all make some noise. Big L is her name in this month.
Big L my stage name.
Hey, what you been up to, cuz? Talk to me.
Nothing. Working, moving.
Yeah.
Trying to wrap my mind around. I'm about to be 29.
Ooh.
2 months. It's crazy.
Getting the 30 freshman itch.
Lord have mercy.
So talk to me about your entrepreneurship. How's it going?
Business is great. Business is really good.
Yeah.
I started my career really young.
Yeah, you did. Talk to them about it. That's your hard camera right there. Tell these.
Okay.
This one right here. This one right here. This your hard camera. Yeah.
I see it. Okay, so straight out of high school. So I'm 28 years old. I graduated in 2013. Mm-hmm. I went to college, but I really just didn't feel like when I was in college, it just was not me. Like I grew up around entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. So I was raised on values that just don't make nobody else rich. Mm-hmm. That's just how I grew up. So growing up, I just realized that being in college and getting a degree, that just really wasn't my passion. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So I dropped out of college. Mm-hmm. And I think I took like a year off, and I was hustling. I was doing nails. I was working for the Vietnamese people, the Chinese people. I was doing nails, pedicures, lashes, brows. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up going to beauty school to actually get my license in aesthetics. Mm-hmm. So I think I graduated there in 2015, and I've literally been in my career since then.
That is crazy.
I've never had a job. I ain't never worked for Walmart, Winnie's. I ain't knocking if you do.
No.
But I never had to. I feel like when God put the gift in my hand, the gift has literally took care of me.
No, for sure.
You say your gift will make room.
It'll make room for you. Yeah. It has literally took care of me. And took care of me very well.
Yeah,
I travel. I'd have been to 4-5 different countries.
Yeah.
I'm living my life.
No, you are.
I'm living my life.
Blessing.
I think one of the main things that I admire about you, even though you're my younger cousin, you have been in entrepreneurship. I'm talking about fresh out the gate.
Yeah.
I was scared. I'm gonna punch in because I don't know. But like I said, people in my family have always had the gifts to be able to make room for themselves, and you are one of those entrepreneurs I want to spotlight. My young OGs. Yeah. You almost 10 years in the game. That's a veteran, baby.
Next year will be my 10-year anniversary.
You a vet.
Nice.
Of having my own business.
Yeah.
Solely independent.
Yeah, solely independent.
So encourage somebody if they wanted to do it. If somebody right now is thinking, should I? Talk to them.
Yes. The biggest thing you can do is bet on yourself. Mm-hmm. Because especially if you're a woman and you're a minority, you're Black, you're Hispanic, you're Latino, whatever, people are already, as a woman in the industry, as a pretty woman, they're only thinking about 4 things that you can do to make money. And let's just be real. And that's not the truth. Yeah. That's not the truth. You can, if you want to go to school, you can go to school. If you want to be a doctor, you want to be whatever you feel like you want to be. Just as a woman, it don't even have to be an entrepreneur. Whatever you feel like you want to do, pursue that. And let that be your passion. Let that be your drive. Let the hate be your drive. Let that be your focus. Let that be something that drives you to make it to the next level in whatever you're trying to do. So especially entrepreneur, like it's hard. And I actually thank God that I didn't start my business in this decade. Like I'm still young, but it's still a whole nother younger generation up under me, and they driving Benz's to prom, and like I'm like, where the fuck is y'all getting this money from?
For sure. These kids nowadays crazy.
So and it's so crazy because I do believe if if I would have attacked my business how like people are attacking it now, like I'm a late bloomer. Like I just got hip to like making content on my business page. Like I am late to all of that. So if that would have came out 10 years ago, I would be a millionaire.
But I think, but think about this though. While they playing with phones, you actually doing your dream.
In the field.
Yeah.
In the field.
So you don't really have time to stay up current on TikTok and all that. You working.
Yeah.
You got 3-4 heads for you even wake up type. Like, so when you got time, when do you have time to really, you know what I'm saying?
And that's one of the things I'm learning. I ain't gonna lie, my uncle, shout out to him, Bishop Greg Davis. He's one of the people who has actually encouraged me to
create content.
Yeah,
he's a starch advocate.
Yeah, he is an advocate for that.
And
it's like
stay consistent.
Yeah, stay consistent and create content. So I'm posting memes, I'm posting reels, I'm posting TikToks, me doing lashes, like whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna post it. Because if you don't support your work, who gonna support it?
Nobody.
Right. If you don't post your work, who gonna post it?
If you don't believe in it,
so
nobody else.
You gotta get up every single day. I don't care if you flipping burgers, you got a food truck. I don't care if you selling candles, light that bitch every day and post it.
You hear me?
You can't even smell it, but still light it.
me and Cuz, we've been talking about this just in growing this channel and growing our page. You know, we have become more consistent with posting content. Like, we used to only post a couple of the snapshots of the interview, so that way we would build hunger for it. But shit, man, we posting all 35 reels now. Yeah. We out here, we talking.
Yeah.
They not gonna... I feel like it's like the meme I put up the other day when it was like, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
No, straight up.
It's just like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come to it. You just have to build it and stay consistent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know Tramell itching because he hate when I just jump right into the interviews like this. Go ahead, Tramell, set it up the right way. Do your thing.
Oh, no, you smooth. We got going real smooth. She told us, you know, how she got started and everything with, you know, doing nails. Before we get all into the topics, I want to ask quickly, how do you deal with, like, you know, disgruntled customers?
You know what? I really don't be having disgruntled customers.
That's a blessing.
And I think that what that is because I don't know, like, my clients know me. Like I said, I'm a vet for real. So I don't have I have a set schedule. I work 9 to 5, sometimes 9 to 6, sometimes 8:30 to 6. So I pretty much, my life, like, even though I'm an entrepreneur and I run my business, it's running accordingly. So my clients know me. They know that if they're late, let me know. If you can't come, let me know. I'm gonna respect you as long as you respect me. So I really don't really get, I ain't gonna lie, I got a funny story. A couple years ago, I was doing a girl makeup. And you know how y'all wear when y'all get a barber chair, y'all wear the what's the name? The cape? Yeah. No, what's the thing that goes under there?
The neck strip.
The neck strip. She had it on her head. So she wanted me to cut it off after her appointment. Why I cut that girl hair? I cut the girl hair and she had a ponytail and it was like this much of hair gone. And I think that was probably the worst. Did
you tell her right away?
I didn't know right away. She ended up like coming back like the next day, like a chunk of my hair is gone. You cut off my next year. I'm like, girl, why would you ask me to cut it off?
You like, why you ain't right? I bet not going forward. You make them do their own damn cut off.
Okay, don't even come in here with no scarf.
No liability on me.
No liability on me. But honestly, I think that was like the biggest complaint I've ever had in my career. Like I don't really get disgruntled customers at all.
That's a blessing.
When you got good work, I mean,
the service is always good. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, right, when I was doing entrepreneurship with Dow House, that was my main downfall, was the disgruntled customers, you know, because they thought they could get over. I used to own a women's hair store, so they thought they could get over on me like I didn't know about bundles and wigs. Like, you don't do research before you just hop into a business, right? So they would try to go and wear them to the concert and then bring it back the next day after the concert up and stuff like that. And I'd be like, nah, bro, this boy the lace been cut, all that. How you know? Cause I do this for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that I think that is one thing that entrepreneurs definitely go through, is that they don't even warn you about, is the refunds and that shit. They don't warn you about none of that part of it.
When people call fraud.
They don't warn you about that either, cuz.
I ain't gonna lie, you liable to get squared up on for that.
No, for sure, bro. Or when they call Cash App and be like, I didn't buy that $350 wig.
That has happened to me a couple of times. Like,
here you go, the video footage.
I have definitely had that, like, disputes. People will dispute their services. So, like, I'm a cash-based business. So, and if I don't take Cash App, it's Apple Pay. Because Apple Pay, you cannot dispute
No,
Apple Pay.
you can't.
It literally came from your phone,
Yeah.
your number.
And they'll tell you that
How are
too.
you going to dispute
Exactly.
that? So when I take over the phone payments, yeah, you
It's
can
got to be
Apple Pay me.
Yeah,
in the
but that's
case
what
where it's been disputed, it just like get withdrawn back from your account, like randomly.
So I have a website, you know Square.
Mm-hmm.
So I take deposits. So my deposit, my website is connected to Square. So in order to book an appointment with me, you have to pay a $10 deposit. So when you pay that deposit, it gives you the option to pay full service or just to pay the deposit. So in the beginning, I would allow clients to pay full service. So like my lash extension started at $125. So I will allow you to pay the $125 up front before your appointment. I had to stop that shit. So yes, I've had like 2 or 3 times somebody literally called dispute on that charge. So on my Square will be in a negative
Right.
125.
Then you got to work your way out of that
Yeah, then I
hole.
gotta work my way out of that hole.
Yeah, I done been there before too.
Yeah, so people do get down. They are shady.
Yeah,
They are shady.
but you wouldn't trade it for the world, huh?
No, because you gotta think about it. Like that's let's say $400 out of, I'm making $8,000 this month. You don't look at that. And then that's not like a regular thing that happens.
No, yeah, but
that's every blue moon.
Right.
You know,
right.
I like,
That's a good move.
yeah, that's a very, yeah, right. So like I made my first 100,000 in 2020 during the pandemic.
Saying
Period.
people was getting their lashes and
they
makeup
was getting them
to look in the
checks.
mirror.
Y'all hear that?
They was getting them checks in 2020.
She ain't even 30 years old yet. It's people that's double her age, ain't never touched 6 figures.
Yep.
You hear what I'm saying to you? Whatever it is that God put in your hands, do it.
Yeah.
This girl ain't even 30. I know some people that's double ain't hit that, bro, consistently. You know what I'm saying? So that should be encouragement. I know we ain't all about the dollar, but to be honest, you gotta eat, you gotta
Yeah,
pay
you
the
gotta
light
eat, you
bills.
gotta
The
pay your
money
bills.
is a piece of what makes this world go around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So without it, you know what it is. You've been there without it before. It's tight, you know?
Yeah.
So no. Go ahead, T-Mill, go ahead. Cause I can ramble on forever about that, about being proud of them.
We're gonna get straight into the topic. She said
get it.
she said she was square up with a customer. Have you
Yeah.
ever been in traffic or had an issue on the road where you felt like you need to square up?
Damn near every day.
Word.
You be having road
I have road
rage?
rage. I have road rage really bad because I feel like, who the fuck gave your license?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
how are you driving?
Right.
You know, I feel like my mama taught me driving. When you drive for yourself, you have to drive for others
Yes,
too.
you have to be
cannot just
defensive.
get on the road and drive for yourself. Like
No.
you have to be mindful of the people in front of you, behind, on the side of you, and in back of you. You know, you cannot just.
Nah, cause they be out here.
Yeah, they be fooling.
No, so
These people are crazy. I will get up and I will square up, but you know what? And
That's
I'm on the west
how I
side.
So you
Because
gotta.
they shoot people on the west
That's
side.
how. Yeah, they don't fight on the west side.
I
East
live
side
in
of fight.
Stellar I can do that shit out there.
Right,
Like,
so-
people be scared as hell.
So I asked because there was a situation just recently where a female in Ypsilanti got into it with a lady. It was like a 28-year-old young lady got into it with a 46-year-old. The 28-year-old shot the 46-year-old, in the arm. So you said, you.
I ain't going that far.
Right.
I ain't
So
going that far.
I done been.
gonna lie.
I done been in some situations out there on that road, dog. I ain't gonna hug you, bro. I didn't before I got my life together, bro. They'll tell you, dog. I was the type of nigga that hop out on you at the stoplight with the pistol and tap your window like,
yeah.
hey, my man, you ain't
Yeah.
Like I used to really be wild, bro. Like God brought me a long. What y'all see now?
Is the calmer.
Yeah, y'all watched the last episode. I'm telling you, I didn't calm it down a lot. I used to be tough tone because my brain, I wasn't where I wanted to be in my heart with myself. You know what I'm saying? So that it was tight. But I done been out there on some real road rage incidents, bro. That was tight. Cause you know me.
yeah.
He told me, yeah.
No, for
Go
real.
ahead, cuz.
Nah, I mean, this took place, like I said, in Ypsilanti. They ended up pulling over. It seemed like that's what the police suspected, that it ended up being a road rage. She shot her in a Myers parking lot, and it's like in traffic, you're going to get people. You got to learn, like you got to drive for other people sometimes. So you're going to get people going to cut you off, whatever the case. But like Caesar, shout out to Caesar. Caesar's not here today, but like Caesar said, you know, you gotta learn control,
Bro,
You know,
Control.
you gotta control yourself. 'Cause-
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you make actions like that, you know you don't got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
If you got something to lose, you move a whole different
Yeah,
type
you
of way.
do. And it be
move a whole
them
different type of
crash
way.
dummies. Like I said, I used to be one of them crash out dummies, bro. What happens is, bro, you get to a point in your life where you really feel like you ain't living for nothing and you don't got nothing to live for.
Right.
So you be like, you know what? If one more push me the wrong way,
Right.
I'm telling
It's
you.
over.
And it just so happens he pull up to the light next to you, and then you be like,
Now you gotta handle that.
"Today's the day. I'm going back."
One of them on-site situations.
You
when I
hear
see
me?
you, it's on-site.
I'm going back and I'm calling my mama for the bell. I'm going back tonight because I am not playing around, bro. No, I done been through them. I know. I can remember. I can talk about all this now because I ain't got no, I'm in a place where I can be free.
Yeah.
But I remember back in like 08, 09 being in Ohio and just running, tearing Ohio up. I'm talking about up. You hear me? Police chasing everything, hiding the car in the garage, running in the apartments, bro. Road rage is definitely something, but I think it, like Caesar said, bro, you have to be able to control your emotional intelligence, bro. And it comes with growth. Like when you're in your 20s and you feel like you're stronger than everybody and you can whoop everybody, you learn that they got a place that they put people that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go through tearing up and doing whatever you want, but they got somewhere they put niggas they can't control.
Yeah.
And if you want to go and get hid in there, keep making them crazy decisions. So I had to learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can't just wild out. You have to really think them decisions through because they will lock your ass up and hide the key. They did to me.
Yeah.
They will hide it. So you got to have that emotional intelligence, bro.
And you black. So
and
they
you
about
black.
they about to give you the book.
Yeah.
Definitely going to give you the
Damn
book.
near.
They
You know
not
what I'm
gonna
saying?
hold you up.
I feel like when they know you black, they make an example out of you. They don't just give you, ain't no justice, ain't no you did wrong, so you got this penalty. I'm about to make an example out of you. That's why I feel like that's what the justice system do for black people. They make an example out of us.
And it's funny because this other ethnicities don't see it or understand it.
They never will.
I brought up something before on an earlier episode about we were all in the car and it was like a white girl he had brought with us, and it was a situation. Don't even understand why the cop pulled us over. I had like my learner's permit or whatever. So he ended up, pulling us over. And like I said, the significance of me bringing the white girl up was because it was 4 of us in the car. We in like an Explorer. 3 black, young men, and then this, white girl.
Caucasian girl. And I'm the one with
Wild
her.
setting.
And I would be the one with her.
But this was even wilder about that setting. What ended up happening, the cop took everybody's ID but hers. I mean, he almost act like that she wasn't even there. Yes. And we was young. I didn't understand it. Like I told him,
To this day,
he
I get it.
doesn't realize, what's going on now. Like you said, as far as you getting your stuff established before, this time. He didn't understand back then, we in the car, like I said, the cop took me out the car and put me in the back. He didn't stuck his phone out the door, open the door like this my auntie on the phone, it's
Because I'm
countless.
so not even thinking just.
At all, and it's countless like teenagers and people that's been killed. You
But
know
bro,
what I mean?
If that was this,
Well, we
this
were-
day and age,
Yeah. But see, dog, this is the crazy part about when you grow up with good stock and good people, right? They teach you that the police are allies. You don't learn about the negative side of it until you become a black man. When you're a young teenager, you know what I'm saying? They teach you, no, this is who you go to. Reach out to them. They're cool. Just talk to them. So me, it's just like, no, this is a simple situation. All I got to do is put my auntie on the phone. It's her car. Here you go. We can work this out. Naive.
See,
Trusting.
school teach us allies, but somebody in the neighborhood or somebody at home, they teach us.
Don't
It's not
trust
even
them.
enemy or nothing like that, but they just teach you, to be careful.
Yeah.
Because I didn't look at it as allies. When you did that, I was nervous for you. I'm like,
Like this nigga about to get shot on.
nervous. And that's a prime example when you said about the white girl, they didn't even pay her attention. And it's so crazy because if you ever seen the movie Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yeah.
and when they pulled him over, he had the bodies and everything. Like if the police would have just took the time and not just consider him as a decent human being because of his skin color, if they would have took the time and did protocol,
Yeah, just the normal work.
protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not nothing
Regardless
extra.
of what nationality this man was, it would have been so many lives that would have been saved because you did your job.
Due diligence is what
you
they
did
call
your
it.
job. You know, serve and protect. No, the police protect them. It's no service.
No, it's the blue for sure. It's
But-
blue
It's
against
It's
everybody
blue
else.
against everybody. It's no serve and
sure,
protect.
for
It's
sure.
protect us at all costs.
But
Even if there's no threat, we can think it's a threat because we're insecure.
Yeah.
We're racist for one.
Yeah, they are. A lot of them are. But they say, I was in fear of my life.
Exactly.
And fear of your life does
Of
not...
what?
Of what? It's because they
Skin
have...
color.
Perfect example. I had this conversation with Cuz this week, right? We have to do the work to become familiar with other races and other religions and cultures and everything, right? Because really the fear is the unknown.
You don't know. It's
Once you
ignorance.
become familiar with them and you become familiar, and you get a comfort level, you start to understand them more, right? So like I understand sometimes now the country lyrics or the vibes of what they doing or when they dress a certain way because I've been around them for 10 years now. I've been in Lansing since 2014. 10 years I've amalgamated in that culture. So now I'm not shocked or I'm not worried when I hear certain stuff because I know that's just they twang. That's how they get down. But it took for me to become familiar. If you're not doing the work with these cultures to become familiar, this stuff will scare you or you will, like I said, the unknown is the fear for a lot of people, dog. Like perfect example, I said the other day, I was talking to my boss or whatever, right? And she was like, do you always talk this spirited and loud? I'm like, yeah, I'm black. Like this is natural. Like this,
This is
she
normal.
actually said it. I'm like, this is us. We got that little thing. We got that little melanin. And give us the little, you know what I'm saying? And they'll never understand it unless you try or you want to understand it, bro. So as a police, the first thing you should be doing is trying to learn the cultures that you're going to police. That's why community policing to me is the best thing.
And I feel like, not to cut you off, cousin,
No,
but I
go
feel
ahead,
like
do your
it's
thing.
so
You the
hard for
guest.
police to do that because they don't look at us as equals. They look at us as like they're inferior of us. So if you have the mindset of like, I'm better than you, I look better than you, I come from
Everything
a better
about me is
stock
better than you. Yeah.
I don't want to understand you.
Yeah.
I don't want to stoop down to your level.
You gotta do the work.
to understand where you come from, why you feel the way you feel, why you feel like every white person is against you. Like, so it takes.
Because they not, all of them
No,
not.
they're not.
It's some
They're
great,
not.
listen, bro, when I say I have some great friends that
Yeah.
I've learned, I mean, my kids call them Uncle Marshall and
Yeah.
Uncle Caleb. And like, I have real friends that go to the bars with, like,
Yeah.
these my dogs.
Yeah.
So I know, I'm not ignorant enough to say that
Yeah.
it's all one way. But what I think is that there just needs to be more diversity training.
it
Or at
does.
least, if not mandated, just if you want to, just try.
Exactly.
All them, well, let's make the world a better place. You got to do the work.
You gotta do the work.
You got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? T-Mail, I know you got another topic. I want this one. So come on with the heat.
Nah,
Come on with the heat.
Definitely. And it kind of tie into what we were just talking about with how African Americans can be treated in the country. Immigrants aren't treated, fairly
fair
as well. And
No, yeah.
this week it was a real tragic accident. The Baltimore Key Bridge,
Oh, my
collapsed.
That was so unfortunate.
Jesus
And there's been a lot of focus on the bridge, collapsing in itself. That was, of course, like traumatic, but
Bro.
it was lives lost, and
Yeah,
these
bro.
was
People
were on the
immigrants.
bridge,
Yeah, it was workers,
Yeah,
and they were immigrants, and it don't seem like they are speaking
Yeah.
enough about
Bro.
it. You know what I mean? But it was, I think, 6 total, and
It was, I think it was 11 workers. It was 50-something workers at first, right?
Okay.
They evacuated and they got it down to 11 workers. Then they cut the bridge off and it was like 11 or 13 cars, but the people evacuated the cars. So the only people that really were still left were the immigrant workers that you're talking about, bro.
That's
crazy.
It is,
That is
and,
crazy to
and
me.
it's unfair that in a lot of cases, they get paid less. They here doing the same work.
Contracted.
Sometimes, they may work even harder and they get paid less, but then their life is, at risk like that. Because it was out there. It was dark. I didn't see no lighting.
Yeah,
Bro.
But the driving, we got bridges here.
Mm-hmm.
How do you react to something like that? How would you,
If I was on the bridge, maybe it's
It's
gonna be
tight.
the scene from Titanic.
It's tight.
Jack,
No,
I'm reaching for something.
no, for sure. No, you're so stupid. No.
No, funny. I think in that moment, thank God for my mother for teaching me and my sister how to swim. We was in swim lessons, like for ages, so I do know how to swim. But I don't know. That's really hard to say because you don't prepare yourself for stuff
Bro,
like that.
hitting
Not
that
at all.
water that high, I don't think swimming can prepare you.
You
for
don't.
the impact.
You could be on the Olympics.
and you still,
And because of it wasn't just impact, it was an
bro.
explosion.
But did y'all see how I said that the boat lost power, gained power, lost power again, and then hit it. But right before it hit it, the lights came back on again.
Yeah.
So like, bro, like, was it steering out? Like,
how can you prepare for that,
bro?
You know, they said that boat. Well, it was actually like a ship, but they said it was 200 million pounds. So that's why
that's why when it
bridge
hit
it kind of like cracked
like paper.
Yeah,
it folded like
folded
a
like
toothpick.
paper.
So
I'm like, damn,
bruh,
who built that bridge?
Bruh, I was at work and the homie was like, look, and I watched that and I seen that I was just like, okay, this is real. Like, this is not fake.
Nah,
this is real. Bro, but it reminds me of that bridge that's in, if you know anything about coming from New Orleans, going from New Orleans into like,
the bridge that over to
that big, bro.
Yeah, it do remind you of
that.
that.
It reminds you of that. So like, we used to ride on that bridge all the time. And I used to always think like, dog, why do my dad have to fly so much? Because we got to come to this freaking airport every weekend, pick this dude up. If anything happens. So I automatically thought about that bridge as soon as I saw the Baltimore joint. I'm like,
That's
I
thought
crazy.
about the bridge just like going to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, Cleveland.
It's my wife and me went to a comedy show in Cleveland, and it was like a bridge we had to go over, and it's one of those bridges like you get to a certain point and all you see is like the water on the side.
Oh my God, I am the joints that scare you to death.
Paranoid.
Very paranoid.
I don't do well with water like that, bro. I am not a fan of heights and water like that, bro.
I love water.
Like,
I'm a fish.
Like I go to the one where I can be around where it get to here and I can control it. But anything that's over here, nah, dog. I'm not playing with the Lord like that.
Yeah,
He made me for sand in the sea.
Girl, you got gray in your beard. You know how to swim.
I know how to swim though. I know how to swim though. My fat butt. I can float real good.
Float real good. Okay, I'm going straight to the top. Boo.
Listen, no, but I shot condolences from the Cobain Report to everybody who experienced.
Yes, to those families, and do those families right. Don't try to, shortchange those families for what they owe, just because they immigrants or whatever.
Take care of them.
Yes,
for
take
sure.
care of them.
Like you would do your people.
So unfortunate. That is a tragedy.
Nah, this podcast is literally praying for everybody involved in that situation.
Yes.
Whether it's the mental health side of it, whether it's the financial stress of losing the sole provider of the family. We praying for everybody, and that Baltimore is able to recover, mentally and the whole way through. So we praying for y'all here too. We might get a little GoFundMe or something started. I don't know. It just depends on how Uncle Ray want to set up things. But shout out to everybody in Baltimore. Go ahead, T-Mill.
Man, so the last one we're going to get into.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get my buzzer ready. Come on, let's get it, T-Mill. Come on, T-Mill.
It's been surfacing on the news. It's trending right now.
Yes.
I don't know if anything is updated, but the homie Diddy, is into.
I just felt like I needed to get it. Come on. I'm ready. Come on.
He's into the news again. There's been more allegations, and it seemed like the Homeland Security done followed up, and they raided. No, they're not playing. They raided the Miami and the LA home.
They're not playing.
Had the kids, his sons, Justin
and
Christian. Had them,
Diddy.
Diddy
ain't no party like a Diddy Bop party, because a Diddy Bop party don't stop.
Nah, it's for whatever reason, it's a season for it. You got Cosby, Weinstein, Epstein.
Listen,
I don't even think it's the season for it. I really just believe in regular old things.
Karma.
Like, what goes around comes around. What you do in the dark, always gonna surface to the light.
What I will say is this. I had this conversation with the homie the other day, right? I think it was T-Mail. Diddy been out since like 90, 91, 92, right? Mm-hmm. Me Too movement just started around 2016, 2017. We just started really getting on this like, nah, bro, you can't do that. Like, there was so much leeway in the 90s when it came to females, younger, older. Like, you would see people like Brooke Shields, 16, 17, naked, dating 24, 25, like 30-year-old men and all that in the industry. Like, the industry, we have just now caught up to where our consciousness is like, nah, bro, that's wrong.
You don't think that way?
No.
The 90s, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah, freaknik.
Bro, the 90s was crazy, bro.
You seen them freaknik pictures.
Bro,
I see
but he been
the
around since the 90s, which means that all the stuff before 2016 that he wasn't really like, we wasn't really into like, maybe you shouldn't be with her, bro. She only 19, 20. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before that era.
It wasn't an issue.
No.
So what I'm saying that I don't see it the same way is because like, I think we always knew better.
You always knew better.
What you mean?
You always knew.
You always knew he wasn't. I mean, he was Diddy. He was. What you trying to say?
I'm saying as far as like what you was just talking about is.
Oh, we always knew better.
Yeah, how we treated women or how things were in the 90s and stuff like that. And I know him, but maybe I think he knew better.
Bro, we're talking about Howard Stern.
But you gotta also understand that. We're not talking about regular civilians. We're talking about rich, successful black.
Bro, this the same dude who was on Harvey Weinstein's Manifest.
We're not talking about regular guys. We're talking about women who were pawned at these men's feet.
16, 17.
16, 15. And this goes back to R. Kelly. R. Kelly used to sit at the McDonald's.
And that's the black version.
Down the street from the high school because he knew that the high school girls was
What's
going
the guy
there.
that killed himself or got killed in jail or whatever, the island?
That was Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, Epstein.
Yeah.
Diddy was on Epstein's manifest list, bro.
Yeah.
This deep, bro. This deeper than just like...
Yeah. And I feel like, don't get me wrong, I love women. I'm pro women.
Me too. I'm a feminist.
But I also feel like
Uncle Ray.
men cannot do things to you that you don't allow.
No, for sure.
I'm taking accountability just for me being a woman. I'd have been in situations like, girl, you know you ain't got no business, but I drove here. Mm-hmm. I answered that phone. Mm-hmm. I text back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me being an adult. I mean, and that's me being a real bitch.
No, for sure.
Like, on some real shit. That's just me realizing that.
What she said.
Okay, I'm gonna have to deal. I'm gonna have to go get an extra session with my therapy because I drove here.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not justifying nothing that they did. I feel like any time that a man is, taking advantage of a woman in any sort is wrong without consent.
Yeah.
Without consent.
A lot of them let him take advantage, bro.
Thank you.
The thing is, this the thing, dog. This the thing, bro. Granddaddy Bishop always said there will be mad day and glad day, right? When you drop in the bag and like 50 Cent baby mama getting a stipend and these women getting paid monthly for...
I'm shutting the fuck up.
But that's bro, Cassie got 30 million, right? But he's literally sending a stipend of money to women every month, including City Girl. What's the girl?
Yeah,
Miami.
Yeah.
These and 50 Cent baby mama. 50 Cent so butthurt.
Yeah.
This boy posting. I ain't seen him post this much about nothing in so long. Little sex workers. He keep tagging little sex workers. Like, bro, come on, dog. Diddy snatched, all right? It's okay. But anyway, bro, like I said, with him dropping that kind of bag on women, bro, like, you knew this money was coming. You knew what you was doing. You signed up for it. So how turn around and say, nah, I was being manipulated or I was being raped or whatever.
Because it's a trend. Like, if all it takes is one person to be boisterous about what they went through. Like, the only reason why Cassie ever did that because her NDA was up. Like, she had like a 2015 year NDA. Literally, the day that she filed her suit
was the day it was
the day her NDA was over, so she can speak, she can open up, and she can say what she wanted.
So he knew.
And Diddy showed the world that he did that shit when he didn't even argue.
He dropped her. But
he
see,
dropped
dog,
that
listen.
30 million. He thought he dropped that 30 million racks like it wasn't no problem.
But if you've been with a chick for 10, 15 years, right? Y'all broke up. You know her lifestyle was up here with you. You wouldn't mind dropping a couple dollars on her though when y'all break up. If y'all break up, you know she mad or whatever, right? You might be like, here, just shut up.
But 30 million, she got dirt. She got real dirt. She got shit that you thought she was gonna die with.
She got dirt for
and you gotta understand,
$30 million worth of dirt is a lot of dirt.
You gotta understand. He met Cassie when she was like 16, 17.
30 million worth of dirt, bro.
She was in her 30s when she married the farmer.
That
the white boy, whatever.
The farmer is crazy.
What is he?
She called this nigga. She called this man a farmer.
He was Diddy's fitness trainer.
Yeah, okay.
She called this man
a farmer.
Nah.
She called that guy a farmer.
I really thought he was a farmer.
Every white man is not in agriculture.
No, the reason why I say that because every picture they take, they're on a farm.
We not all rappers. It's like, no.
Every picture they take, they be on a farm. I'm like, oh, he put in that work. He cropping.
She channeling her inner Savannah. Oh my God,
but yeah, I definitely feel like he wouldn't have paid her no 30 million if she was lying. If
no, it was
he married when she was 16, she left Diddy in her 30s.
Yeah,
I think in her 30s.
Yeah.
So you gotta think about it. That's like 2 decades that you've been with this man and you didn't see. You didn't heard, you didn't
You've done.
You've done.
And the crazy part, she was the first Young Miami. He thought he had bust up and got him a new Cassie with Young Miami. But Young Miami is a city girl.
Yeah, she a city girl.
She was running the play the whole time.
Yeah, she a different
And
girl.
then she kept saying, all right, I'm going to go just mess with my baby daddy then. Because Like she liked the lifestyle with Diddy, but she was definitely going to get that street.
Yeah.
That street pounding. You hear me? Pound. No Diddy.
She from the
no
streets,
Diddy.
She's from the streets of Opelika, so you know.
No Diddy. She was going to see her man. No Diddy.
Yeah, Miami. She want a hood.
Yeah, for sure. So she was dabbling with Bentley. I mean, Paul, Sean, Paul Diddy, P Diddy, whatever, Puff Daddy. She was messing with him, but I think the real play was the bag the whole time.
And you know, throughout this friendship has came up. People are talking about, especially Boosie. One of them just brought up, you know, where the friends at? Nobody representing, nobody, you know, standing up, nobody saying whether, you know, the parties was just legit, you know.
Stevie J
fun.
Is though.
So with that being said,
Stevie J trying to fade the ones with some people over Diddy. He's still fighting over his book. I mean, it's Diddy. Over
his what exactly?
Meek Mill.
Right.
But you know what?
What do you think?
You know what? I was getting ready. I was
I'm so
ready to
messy
talk about
this
that.
episode.
But I feel like a lot of people cannot stand up and really talk about it because they were involved. Like it's like I'm pointing a finger, but I still got three
fingers
other ones. Really pointing right back to me. So how can I really? You know what? The heat on him, so I'm gonna shut up. That's what his friends are doing. His friends are saving their ass. Bro, and let's just be real. They're not commenting. They're not going to his defense because for one, they were there when these things were going on.
Yes. TD Jakes
they were involved.
TD Jakes was at the party. We got video. Don't make me have Uncle Ray put that video in here.
Party like, do you want to be swallowed up?
Would you like to be swallowed at a Diddy party? Can I have a Budweiser, please? I don't drink cold beer. I just need my beer lukewarm.
It's hilarious, but no, I feel like a lot of his friends are not going to stand up. They're not going to defend him because they were there.
Yeah, they were.
They were there. They were a part of the camaraderie. They were a part of the abuse.
And it was all cool.
Part of the taking the advantage.
For years, it was cool.
For years, it was cool.
A Diddy party was known, like, bro, getting into a Diddy party
is epic.
It back in the day was known as you reached fame.
Fame, yeah. When you got invited, especially one of them all-white Diddy parties.
Bro, listen. When they said the drug mule was a Caucasian man, I was like, all right, he been doing this for years. Mm-hmm. Like, he know how to play the game. Yeah. He know how to play the game at this point, bro.
You forget who his dad was. People, you know, kind of brush over that sometimes. Remember his dad was running with like Nicky Barnes and them back in the day. So
his mama was a queen.
Even though he was young, it's in it might be in the blood.
Yeah.
You know?
But bro, like y'all said though, everything that you do in the dark come back to light. This takes me back to the 90s, right? When we talk about the Pac and Big situation. Diddy did a lot of underhanded stuff that we don't know about. Yeah. Come on, man. It's karma. It's real. Stuff gonna come back to you, dog. It ain't gonna be when you think. Nah, we can't get you on murder, but we gonna get you on sex charges.
Yeah. And that's worse.
As a 50-year-old man, billionaire, and we gonna catch you with this. This how we gonna get you out the game. That's crazy.
Yeah. But did y'all see Cam and May? Shout out to It Is What It Is. You see them talking about the 27th year anniversary of Big's Life After Death album. It just so happened to be the same day his houses got raided.
Oh no, I ain't even.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So, you know, it's all allegations. Don't know necessarily what's true and what's not. You know,
for sure.
But do y'all think he can come back from any of this?
No. I feel like the damage is done. You know, I feel like you pay. This is the price that you have to pay.
Yeah.
Like, and we're not just talking about, oh, you're just doing wrong. Sin is sin.
Yeah,
sin is sin. So it doesn't really matter what form it comes in, what color, who it comes from. Sin is sin.
Yeah.
And like I said, like what happens in the dark, it always comes. There's nothing that you can hide from God. Karma.
Bro,
there's nothing that you can hide.
I watched a documentary on YouTube that showed the relationship between Diddy and Usher over the years, right? Do you know that Usher's mom had to sign her parental consent over to Diddy so that he could complete that first album, bro? If you ever watched the relationship between Diddy and Usher, listen, dog.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, I know I'm not implying to anything, right? But, bro.
And I also feel like these parents of these, like, I'm pretty sure you guys just watch After Dark, Nick After Dark.
Oh my God, the Nickelodeon thing.
It's crazy.
About Dan Schneider.
Oh my God. Sickening. So it literally goes back to you know, you as parents, y'all know what y'all are doing. Like, y'all don't see your children as innocents and like as our babies. You see them as like DTE, consumers, and car notes. And like, this is a way for us, our life to be better.
Yeah.
They're not taking accountability of the fact that I'm leaving my 13, 12-year-old daughter with a overly grown, at 45-year-old, 32, 25.
Overly sexualized old ass man.
Old ass. His music, let's go back to R. Kelly. His music age ain't nothing but a motherfucking number.
He was telling you right then what he was on.
He was telling you right then, I don't care about how old you is, girl, you gonna get this. Like, he didn't care. So it's like parents were leaving their
it's just
children.
the times, bro. So think about this though, dog. We got the same amount of, like now, right? We're all like culturally hip to what we should and shouldn't be doing as men and all that kind of stuff, right? But dog, think about the days when you got rock stars who was writing songs saying she's only 16 and can't wait till she's behind the scenes at 16, all that. Like, bro.
And the only issue is that these are black men. These are black men.
She said it.
These are black men.
She said it.
Let's go back to the Beatles. They were a perverted group of men.
Yeah, they were.
Like, let's go back to these. What's his name? The guy who he has a podcast too.
Which
the
one?
porn star. Are they all porn stars?
They all.
Sheen,
Charlie Sheen?
No,
Which
he
one?
nasty too, but the other one, but he like white, he got like long. You just said his name not too long ago. He's nasty too.
Oh, you talking about Howard Stern?
Howard Stern, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Super nasty.
Howard Stern, yeah.
You know what
He
I'm
was the
saying?
inventor of it in the 90s.
So it's like, where are these men? I ain't gonna lie, I really, before the Nickelodeon thing, I've never really seen a white man that was like how Diddy and how like they're making an example of R. Kelly and Bill
They make an
Cosby
example out of us.
and Diddy. Like, there's white men politicians like that are, let's talk about Trump. Like, there are people that are really.
Bill Clinton, bro.
Thank
And
you.
that's my homie, the first African-American president, William Jefferson Clinton, the 13th. Anyway.
You know, the funny
He was on the
thing-
manifest too, by the way, for Jeffrey Epstein's island. I just had to get that out the way.
Right, and the funny thing about this, it haven't been totally like, you know, all black. Like, they didn't mix in some white because Harvey Weinstein.
Oh yeah, Harvey
But see,
Weinstein.
Harvey was a
And
freak of the week freak.
and the Nickelodeon guy. But those are things that are just now, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
coming out.
I'm gonna tell you, the Nickelodeon guy. I didn't see the special.
Watch it.
so
Watch
you
it.
gotta watch
It's
it.
like 4 or 5 parts. It's,
Yeah, they got rid of Drake.
Yeah.
Drake,
Right.
they ran through Drake.
But I'm gonna say
No
this.
Diddy.
Right,
Ran through him.
dude is very intelligent. It seemed like, because he apologizing right now.
But see, Dan Snyder never did anything sexual. So
Dan Snyder,
Dan Snyder, the creator, the massages,
Well,
bro. Those are from adult women.
He said he made,
But now-
Those are from
I'm
adults,
They were
not
from
kids.
They were from
Okay,
kids.
No, I didn't hear nothing about the
listen,
kids. I just heard the
what you
adult
also
women.
have to account and matter is, I don't know if you've seen it, but what's the guy that played on Burger?
Keenan Kel.
So Kel just went on an interview with somebody.
Oh shit.
There are a list of cast members that would not do the interview. So you got to think about it. These are interviews from people who felt comfortable enough to come up and speak.
Bro, another person is, they said Jet Jackson from Disney.
Yeah, they said
He killed himself.
No, and they said that Ariana Grande and Sam off iCarly.
Yeah.
He supposedly years ago she came out with a tell-all book.
Yeah.
And she had a false character, but everybody know that it was Dan
Right.
Snyder, and basically just telling
The creator.
The creator.
That's what they called
she
him,
called
yeah.
him, the creator.
Yeah.
Basically just call it like all the things that he did to her and took advantage of her and like, so no, they're just not, it's not documented.
Yeah.
But he was how do you have 3 sex offenders a part of your crew?
That's crazy right
with
there.
no background checks.
That's crazy.
With y'all didn't do
Nigga,
the
they
research?
want a background check to work at Wendy's, but you don't need a background check to get
To
work at
work with
Nickelodeon, nigga.
children?
That's crazy.
To work
I
with
think-
children is insane.
That's crazy.
And we're talking about minors. And then it's, even the way he ran business was so just nasty. It's like, as a minor, if I'm 13, 14, 15, and I'm
Why you
working
being
on a
so mean
set,
to them? Right.
it's the thing. Why aren't their parents on the set?
Because
Why?
he removed them.
Thank you.
He removed the one black mama. He told the black mama,
No, he fired the boy. He said he said you can't come back here. He
got
fired
tired of her mama.
him. He fired him because his mother
Real
was
black
like,
mamas don't play.
I don't like that. That's not right. My son is not going to be in that scene.
Right.
That's racist.
having a dog lick peanut butter off your black son is crazy work.
Having
That's
your
crazy
children,
work.
Having like the sexual connotations where kids are rubbing each other's feet and like you're
pickle?
squirting things on each other's mouths, and the sex
Like,
offender
bruh.
was literally putting a pickle through the glory hole.
Yeah,
Putting
he
a pickle through a glory hole.
He was, bro.
You know, it's crazy.
Just
Diddy,
perverted, bro.
Perverted.
Perversion is seeping into our. It's trying to seep into our children, dog.
It's nothing
Yeah.
that's new. It's
fucking
been.
crazy.
No, it's not new because they had an episode.
Yeah,
It's
gender's
crazy
nuts.
with Diddy on there, one of them Nickelodeon episodes, and it was real sketchy.
But the bad part is, dog. Like, look, bro. We don't really know about Diddy, bro.
Yeah.
No,
and the
it's all
heartbreaking thing is, like, he's a
allegation.
black man.
Allegation, yeah.
He's a black man, right? He's been a black man of wealth for a lot of years for us. And Diddy has never really had, like, we knew him as a scammer and, like, taking the money for his artists and stuff, right? But that's all business.
Yeah.
The personal side is all assumptions and allegations, right? Because I would hate to be tearing this black man down and he, you know what I'm saying, just did all stuff with consensual adults. Consensual adults is what I'm saying. That's all.
Yeah, okay, but I could understand that point of view if I would have never. He didn't question the $30 million.
But that's personal between you and your ex. My ex probably hate me too.
But you ain't gonna give her $30 million.
If I had some cake, I would for her to leave me alone. You know,
No.
they hate me.
No, you gave her $30 million. That was shut up.
No, that was
Don't
shut up
open up your
cash.
mouth.
But you know what's funny? A lot of people have been saying Slim Thug was somebody that mentioned about tearing a black man down. But these people, some of them, like it's all alleged, but they go out and they make these, acts or they do these things. And then what? You think people not gonna talk about it, or you think people not gonna have their opinion about it? So I don't think it's necessarily tearing down. I think people
We're
just
talking about allegations.
Allegations.
Yeah.
We're talking about allegations, and it might not be factual. There is no proof unless they come out with a video, because video don't lie.
Hey, they said he got videos, a lot of stars in his crib. They found a whole bunch of mini camcorders and a whole bunch of tape. His freak parties, he would hold that stuff as like blackmail against people.
And that,
to have
I'm not gonna lie.
leverage.
One thing about that, I don't understand. If I'm gonna do dirt, I'm gonna do it by myself.
Bruh, and I ain't taping it.
And I'm not taping
Nah,
it.
hell no.
Why isn't there no
Oh.
phones in the party? Like, what's going on? Like,
But
it's only
that
gonna
nigga
be
done
he
got
say, she
a
say.
new
Like, you don't
freak
really
neat.
know if it really happened or not. You know?
The
But
Diddy neat.
the crazy thing about it, that was content before content. Because,
No, for sure.
The camera recorders.
The
Yeah.
camera
Sure.
recorders, but not only that, but the footage that he got. It's worth something.
Yeah, it is.
And it's worth a lot to certain people.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
And he's not the only one that, if that's what's going on, he's not the only one that's been involved in that. There's other people that
That's why his
got.
friends not speaking up, because they was there.
Yeah, a lot of people was there,
Epstein,
dog.
were
Jeffrey
involved.
Epstein was accused of having a lot of that kind of stuff too. So
Yeah, it is. We about to get ready to wrap this episode up. I know y'all don't want this one to end, so guess what? We bringing Halayeah back. She gonna come back season 2. We gonna have her come back. She gonna do not one show, not 2 shows, not 3 shows. We gonna bring her back to do some shows the next season. All right. We need a female. That's my family, and I love the vibes. I know y'all do too. I'm gonna give everybody one round to wrap it up. We gonna get rid of episode 19. This has been a great fucking episode. I don't know what y'all think, but we lit. Loopy, tell them. Halayeah, tell them everything you need.
Childhood nickname.
Childhood nickname. My
She
bad.
gave me that because I was crazy growing up.
You hear me? But anyway, tell them where they can find you. Tell them all your good stuff.
You can
Shout your
find me-
businesses.
You can find me at Beat by Leia on Instagram. That's BATBYLAYAA. Or you can follow my personal page. That's Big L. That's BIGGL with 3 underscores. You can follow my Facebook. That's Halayeah Fryer. And you can follow my business page on Facebook. That's also Beat by Leia.
Yeah.
So
T-Mail?
those are my.
Oh, go ahead.
You can follow my TikTok.
That's
Take your
right.
time, take
Shout
your
out your
time.
Turo business too.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you can follow my TikTok at Lay Baby. It's like 5 Y's at the end. And I am also a co-owner of a car rental company. So my mother is the owner and she is the founder of the car rental company. So we do private rentals. So we have about 11 to 10 cars that you can rent out. So for people who cannot do Turo, people who cannot go to Enterprise, people who cannot go to Hertz or whatever, you guys can rent vehicles from us. So if you're interested in renting a vehicle, you can her direct contact is Nina Nero on every social media site that you can think of. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, TikTok. Her name is Nina Nero. So if you need a rental, you need a car, you need to go to the airport, wherever you need to do, you need it for a week, we got you. So, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to all our entrepreneurs. Go ahead, T-Mail.
yeah, again, thank Loopy for coming by.
fight you.
Yeah, thank you for coming by, sharing nice conversation with us. Check us out on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe to the Cobain Report.
That's right.
Help us grow this, into something special. And message from Loopy over here, be careful what you do because it could come back. So don't be out there just acting crazy and living how you want, your day possibly could be around the corner. So
for sure.
Go with God. You'll be blessed. Check us out May 5th at the Eastern Market at the pop-up.
That's right. I'm going to double down on what they said. Watch what you do because that shit will always come back to you. This is episode 19 of the Cobain Report. I'm Rock Cobain. And it's a wrap, bitch!